When your hen comes up to you and gently pecks at your shoes, your toes, or your laces, do you actually know what she's telling you? Most keepers see this and laugh. They assume she's being playful, or maybe a little annoying. A few even panic and pull their feet back, worried she's about to turn aggressive. But neither reaction is quite right. The truth is that this single behavior, those tiny taps and nips at your feet, is one of the most layered communication signals your hen ever sends you. And once you understand what's behind it, you'll never look down at her the same way again. And pay close attention, because there's one specific kind of pecking that isn't curiosity at all. It's a warning sign of something far more serious happening inside your flock. And by the time most keepers notice, the situation has already escalated. We'll get to that at the end. Let's start with the part most people misread completely. 1. It's not aggression, it's investigation. The first thing most new keepers think when a chicken pecks them is, "She's attacking me." That's almost never true. A chicken's beak is not a weapon. It's a sensory organ. For her, pecking is the equivalent of you reaching out with your fingertips to touch something unfamiliar. It's how she explores. It's how she gathers information. It's the primary way her brain learns about the world. When she comes up and gives your shoe a light tap, she's not trying to hurt you. She's running a question through her head. What is this? Is it food? Is it safe? Is it interesting? The tip of a chicken's beak contains a remarkable density of nerve endings, more sensitive than the tip of your finger. When she pecks, she's not just touching, she's reading. Texture, warmth, density, even faint signals from living tissue. All of it gets processed in a fraction of a second. So that little peck wasn't aggression. It was your hen running a diagnostic on you. And she's curious enough to come close. 2. What she's actually targeting. Pay attention to what she pecks, because that decodes most of the mystery. If she's pecking at your laces, those wiggling, dangling, worm-shaped strings, she thinks they might be food. Hanging laces look almost identical to the movement of an earthworm or a small grub in her natural foraging environment. She isn't confused. She's investigating a high-probability food target. If she's pecking at dirt or mud on your boots, she's after the soil itself. Chickens regularly eat grit and small amounts of dirt to help with digestion. Your shoes are carrying yard material she may want. If she's pecking at exposed skin, your ankles, your toes, she's testing whether you're food, salt, or something interesting. Human skin carries traces of sweat, salt, and oils that register as food signals on a chicken's beak. And if she's pecking at jewelry, a shiny watch, or anything reflective, she's investigating the way her ancestors investigated water droplets and beetles. Chickens are hardwired to peck at small, bright objects. The target tells you the intent. Watch where her beak lands. And hey, if this is making you see your hen's curiosity completely differently, hit that like button and subscribe. That's how we get these videos in front of more chicken keepers who actually want to understand their birds, not just feed them. 3. She's tasting you. Here's something almost no one talks about. Chickens have taste. Not nearly as much as humans. They have around 240 taste receptors compared to your 9,000. But they do have them. And the location of those receptors is mostly at the back of the throat and the base of the beak, not the tongue. That means when she pecks you, she's gathering taste information too. Salt from your sweat, oils from your skin, faint chemical signals about what you've recently been in contact with. Wet grass, kitchen scraps, garden soil, all of that becomes part of the data she's collecting about you. This is also why she'll sometimes peck the same spot 2 or 3 times in a row. She's not malfunctioning, she's confirming. Her small sample of taste information needs more than one read to register a clear answer in her brain. So that quick double tap at your ankle wasn't her being indecisive. It was her doing what chickens have done for 50,000 years, verifying through her primary sense organ that the thing in front of her is safe, interesting, or worth pursuing. She's not just touching you. She's reading you every single time. 4. The pressure tells you everything. Watch the force she puts behind the peck. That single detail reveals exactly what she's communicating. A barely felt tap, soft, almost ticklish, that's investigation, pure curiosity. She wants to learn something about you and is using the gentlest version of her beak's full range. Think of it as a child poking with one fingertip. A medium peck that you can clearly feel but isn't painful? That's interaction. She's engaging with you the way she would engage with another chicken she considers familiar. This is the social peck, a chicken greeting in physical form. A sharp, focused, deliberate peck that surprises you. Pay attention. That's either food targeting, she genuinely thinks something is edible, or it's the first step towards something else entirely. And we'll get to that at the end. The pressure is the language. Most keepers don't realize their hen is using exactly 3 different volumes of voice on them every single week. Once you learn to listen for the pressure, you'll know exactly what she's saying. 5. She's talking, not attacking. Here's something most owners never realize. In the chicken world, pecking is a form of speech. Hens don't have hands. They don't have facial expressions the way humans do. Their communication toolkit is limited to vocalizations, body posture, and beak-based contact. A peck on a flockmate can mean move over, I'm here, you're in my way, share that, or I see you. The same physical motion can carry 6 or 7 different meanings depending on context, pressure, and target. When she pecks at you, she's using that same language on her human flockmate. She isn't speaking English, she's speaking chicken. And the only way she knows how to start a conversation with you is the way she'd start one with another bird. A small, deliberate tap to get your attention, then a pause to see what you do. If you respond, by looking at her, talking softly, offering your hand, she's learned that the conversation worked. Most keepers ignore the peck or pull away. To her, that's the equivalent of you turning your back on someone mid-sentence. She's not pecking at you. She's pecking to you. 6. The hierarchy is hiding in this behavior. Pecking is how chickens establish and maintain the pecking order, the social hierarchy that governs every flock. It's not a metaphor. It's a literal physical system. The dominant hen pecks others to assert her place. Lower hens accept it. Hens at the bottom rarely peck back. When your hen pecks you, she's running that same social calculation, even if it's gentle. She is testing where you fit in the hierarchy. The vast majority of the time, she places you above her. You're the giant, the food bringer, the flock leader. Her pecks toward you are submissive or social, not dominance challenges. She wouldn't dare initiate a real challenge against an authority figure. But notice the small tells. A hen who pecks at you and then immediately ducks her head is appeasing. A hen who pecks and runs is checking in with the leader. Those tiny follow-up gestures are her acknowledging your rank in the flock. And the rare hen who pecks you and stands her ground? That's the bird testing whether you should still be in charge. Most of the time it's harmless curiosity, but sometimes, and we're about to get to it, it's something else entirely. 7. When pecking becomes a bite. Now, remember at the start when I said there's one specific kind of pecking that isn't curiosity at all? Something that signals real trouble inside your flock? Here it is. If a hen who used to peck you gently suddenly starts pecking hard, breaking skin, drawing blood, striking with deliberate force at your hands, ankles, or face, do not write it off as a bad mood. That escalation almost always means one of 3 things, and every chicken keeper needs to recognize them. The first is dominance crisis. A hen who has recently been demoted in the pecking order, or who has been pushed up to a higher rank than she's comfortable with, may start testing every authority figure around her, including you. Hard pecking is her way of asking whether you, too, can be challenged. The second is pain. A hen suffering from mites, lice, internal parasites, broodiness gone wrong, or an undiagnosed injury becomes irritable. Pain in a chicken doesn't show up the way it does in mammals. There's no whimpering, no obvious limping. The signal often comes out as sudden aggression, a once gentle hen who starts striking out at anything close. The third is fear aggression, a hen who has been recently attacked by another bird, a predator, or even a rough handling experience, may become hyper-defensive of her personal space. The hard peck is a stay-back message, and you've stepped into the zone she now considers unsafe. If you see any of these patterns, check 3 things. Examine her body, under the wings, around the vent, at the base of the feathers, for parasites or wounds. Watch her in the flock for 24 hours to see if the social order has shifted. And look at her own behavior. Is she eating normally, drinking, laying? A hen whose communication has shifted from gentle to hard almost always has a reason. Your job is to find it before it gets worse. So learn the difference. The gentle peck is a conversation. The hard peck is a hen asking for help in the only language she has. Because that little tap at your feet, the one most keepers shoo away without thinking, was never just annoying. It was your hen trying to talk to you in the only language she's ever known. And now, you know how to listen.